To see this example 3, what is written? A company produces two products A and B, each of which require a processing machines. Okay, the first machine is used at most 60 hours. So when you're using first machine, it can you can use it maximum for 60 hours, while the second machine you can use for maximum 40 hours. Okay, the product A requires 2 hours of machine one and 1 hour on machine two. Okay. The product B require 1 hour on machine one and 2 hours on machine two. Okay. Express the situation as a linear inequality. So the two products are there, A and B. You are manufacturing two products, A and B. You are manufacturing two products, A and B. Okay. So each of require processing in two machine one and machine two. The machine one can use at most 60 hours and machine two can be used at most 40 hours. The product A required 2 hours on machine one and 1 hour on machine two. The product B required 1 hour on machine one and 2 hours on machine two. Okay. So here, if you see this situation, if I have to formulate this situation in the form of LPP, so here as such they have not given the objective, right? They have not given this as an objective, that what is the objective function. They have not given detailed about cost and other parameter. Now what max I can write? I can write only the constraint based on the situation. So the constraint based on the situation, that I can use machine one maximum for 60 hours. Okay, let I'll manufacture X1 unit of machine one and X2 units of machine two. Okay, so then my equation will be 2x1 plus x2 is less than or equal to 60, and it would be x1 plus 2x2, that will be less than or equal to 40. So the machine one I can use maximum for 60 hours, machine two I can use maximum for 40 hours. Okay, let I manufacture X1 unit of machine one and X2 unit of machine two. You can see the time period here. What is the time period here? So if normally in the question they'll mention the time period. Time period can be 1 day or 1 week or 1 month or 1 year, something like that. So I think the machine, present two machine, first machine can use at most 60 hours. And, they're not given the time period. They just want this situation to be expressed in linear inequality. Ultimately, these two constraints you can write based on the situation. Clear, everyone? See this
Yes, sir.
example 4. A fertilizer company produces two types of fertilizer, grade 1 and grade 2. Each of these fertilizer processed through two critical chemical plant units. Plant A has a maximum of 120 hours in a week. A, I'm talking about A. A, you can use 120 hours in a week. B, you can use for 180 hours in a week. Manufacturing one bag of grade 1 fertilizer requires 6 hours in machine A and 4 hours in machine B. Manufacturing one bag of grade B fertilizer requires 3 hours in plant A and 10 hours in plant B. Okay, express this as a linear inequality. Again, you just need to write the equation. Okay, So suppose two kinds of fertilizers are there, grade 1 and grade 2. You're processing them on two plants, plant A and plant B. Plant A has a maximum of 120 hours. Plant A has a maximum of 120 hours. Plant B has a maximum of 180 hours. Manufacturing of one bag of grade 1 fertilizer requires 6 hours on plant A and 4 hours on plant B. Manufacturing one bag of grade 2 fertilizer requires 3 hours on plant A and 10 hours on plant B. Express this as a linear inequality. You can see this equation. Okay. Let x1, what is x1? Let x1 is the number of bag of fertilizer of grade 1 and x2 is the number of fertilizer of bag of grade 2 which is produced in a week. Okay. So now we know that let x1 is the number of unit of grade 1 fertilizer what you manufacture. X2 is the number of units of grade B what you are manufacturing. You know that plant A you can use maximum for 160 hours. So your equation will be 6x1 plus 3x2. That will be less than or equal to 120. Second equation will be 4x1 plus 10x2. That would be less than or equal to 180. Clear everyone? Anyone any doubt?
No, sir.
Simple questions are very simple. Do this question. Example 7. Example 7, if I see it written x plus y is less than or equal to 4, x minus y is less than or equal to 4, and then x is greater than or equal to minus 2. Okay. So suppose they're asking us to draw the curve for this. Okay, so they want us to draw the curve for this in the if by using graphical method, they just want us to find the region for this. This is a question. Draw the graph for the following inequalities. We just need to draw the graph for this inequality. We are not solving any question. So whenever you get problem like this, x plus y is less than or equal to 4. First make it equal to 4. Then what you put x 0. So y will be equal to 4. Put y 0, x will be equal to 4. You'll get this point. Similarly, x minus y less than or equal to 4. Again, I make it equal to 4. So whenever you are trying to solve the question by using graphical method, for the time being, remove the inequality sign. So if x minus y is less than or equal to 4, assume let it equal to 4. So if I put x1 0 means x 0, then y will be minus 4. Okay, and if I put y 0, then x will be equal to 4. Similarly, x greater than -2 is like all the region where the value of x is greater than -2. I just need to plot them. I hope this is clear. So I just need to assume for the time being to draw the straight line curve. What we are trying to do, we are trying to draw the straight line curve. For drawing the straight line curve, when we are trying to draw the straight line curve, what we are trying to do, we are simply trying to draw the line and then we'll see the region. One minus should also come. No, I cannot draw only first quadrant. Second quadrant also I need to draw. One, two, three, four, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, -4. The first one is 0, 4, 4, 0. 0, 4, 0, 4, 4, 0. This is your first line 0, 4, 4, 0. So now you need to see this the x plus y. If that is greater than equal to 4, then your region will be this. Are you getting it? This will be your answer. And if they say x plus y less than 4, less than or equal to 4, then this will be your region. I hope you people are getting this. Nobody have any doubt on this. So I'll just see here the equation is x plus 4 less than or equal to 4. X plus y is less than or equal to 4. So this is my region, feasible region for this line. Next one is 0, comma minus 4. 0, comma minus 4 and 4, comma 0. 0. Next one is 0, comma minus 4. Means x is 0, y is minus 4. 0, comma minus 4. 0, comma minus 4 and 4, comma 0. This. Okay, so for the next one, what is the equation? X minus 4, x minus y is less than equal to 4. Next one is x minus y is less than or equal to 4. So imagine if I take any point, suppose if I take this point, okay, I don't know. This way, if we are getting confused, suppose if you're confused which region to take, you just take one point, anywhere, imaginary point. So here your x is 2, y is -4. So if I take x equal to 2 and y is minus 4, is this value less than or equal to 4? You just check this. So you are getting this 6, which is not less than or equal to 4. So means if you are looking for less than or equal to 4, this cannot be the region. We're getting, if I take this point 1 comma 1, if I take 1 comma 1, if I take 1 comma 1, so this is less than or equal to 4. Are you getting me? 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 is less than or equal to 4. Understanding, right? If I take, this is 3 comma 1. If I take 3 comma 1, then also it is less than or equal to 4. So then also this is acceptable. If I take this 1, 1, 1 and minus 1, then also it is acceptable. It is less than or equal to 4. You're understanding, right? So if you take 2 minus 3, it would be outside. Then it won't be acceptable. So the region for acceptance region, here this would be your acceptance. All these values. And third one is x is greater than equal to minus 2. So x is greater than or equal to minus 2. So the value of x minus 2 is this, and they are saying greater than equal to minus 2. So you simply draw a straight line greater than or equal to minus 2. You simply draw a straight line for this on this, and they're asking you greater x value is greater than minus 2 means x value greater than minus 2 means what value they're talking about? They're talking about this region. X value greater than minus 2. They're talking about this region. Yes or no? All this region x is greater than minus 2. Are you understanding? So what is the feasible region in all three cases? The feasible region in all three cases. What is the feasible region? So if the region which is common between all the three lines, that would be this A triangle ABC. This triangle ABC, that will be the feasible region for all the three lines. Clear? Anyone have any doubt? Ask me. Anyone, any doubt?
No, sir.
Third line, Vishruta, is like this now. Third line is x is greater than the Vishruta. Third line is like this. X is greater than equal to minus 2. So x is like this is the line. If you draw this you know this is 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. This is your x coordinate. This is y coordinate. Okay, this is your y coordinate. Here they are saying x is greater than equal to minus 2. So this y is 0. Only x is given. So what you do, draw a straight line. They're saying greater than equal to minus 2 means greater than equal to minus 2. This will be your region. Try this, guys. Example 10. Do by yourself, everyone. Don't see the solution of the book. You just draw the diagram by yourself. Ask me if you have doubt. Any doubt? Are you getting the 10th one?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yeah, Vish,
sir, how to do that x and y greater than 0?
that you don't have to do that. We always take, like, for everything we consider this. This is called non-negativity restriction. That whatever you are plotting, like if you have to plot x plus y greater than or equal to 1, what you did, you just assume x plus y to be equal to 1 for the time being. Then what you did, you put x0, you'll get y1. You will put y0, you'll get x1. So when you draw this, when you drawn this x1, y0, x y1, x0, when you draw this line, here, what you taken, this is greater than equal to 1. So here, while deciding the region, you what region you'll take? You'll take only this region. Why only this region and all? Because the reason here is that x and y, whatever you have to take, that is greater than 0. You can see this. So here I think x plus y equal to 1. This is a line for this. 1, this is 1 comma 1, 1 comma 0, and 0 comma 1. So the region what we'll consider, this region. We'll never consider the case where any of x or y can become 0 or less than 0. Here,
Yes, sir.
10th one done. Anyone doubt?
No, sir.
Try the 11th one. If you see this 11th one, you'll get the two equation as 2x plus 3y greater than or equal to 14, and the next equation you'll get is x plus 4y greater than or equal to 12. Tell me yes or no. Any doubt with this?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Simple thing, two machines, one and two produces two grades of plywood, grade A and grade B. In 1 hour of operation, machine one produces 2 unit of grade A and 1 unit of grade B, while machine 2 in 1 hour operation produces 3 unit of grade A and 4 unit of grade B. So the machines are required to meet the production schedule of at least 14 unit of grade A, 14 unit of grade A, and 12 unit of grade B. Okay, so express this is into linear equation and draw the graph. They're asking us draw the graph. So 2x plus
Yes, sir.
3, you can do it no equal to 14. So if you put x 0, y you will get 14 by 3. So that won't be integer. So Chirag, you have doubt.
Sir, how to recognize the these signs, sir, like greater than or lesser than, sir?
Here, no, it is mentioned in the question that while the machine are required to meet. So, no, Chirag is written, Chirag. Machines are required to meet the production schedule of 18 of at least 14 unit of grade A. Grade A, what you are manufacturing, that should be at least. At least means minimum, Chirag. You have to
Okay.
manufacture minimum 14 or more than 14. Similarly, at least 12 unit of grade B. So grade B, what you are manufacturing, that should be minimum 12 or more than 12.
Yes, sir.
So then I hope you can solve this equation now. So like don't put this x0 because then your y will be equal to 14 by 3. Avoid because 14 by 3 is what? 14 by 3 is 4.67. So you should not get confused by looking at 4.67. Means where exactly 4.67 will lie. So do something else. Can I put x1? So then it would be 12. No? If I put x1, then y will be equal to 4. That is better, no? Instead of putting x0, y will be 14 by 3. If I put x2, I'll get 10 by 3. No. If I put x or if I put y0, x will be 7. If I get two coordinate, that is enough for me to draw the line. Similarly, the next is x plus 4y greater than or equal to 12. So write x plus 4y equal to 12. Put x0, y3. Put y0, x12. Then you simply plot this. All are positive, so you just need one quadrant. So the maximum value of x you require is 12. The maximum value of x you require is 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you need maximum 12. Then 9, 10, 11, 12. The maximum value of y you require is 4 or something. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something. That is more than enough. Now what you can do, put x1, y4. X1, y4 means this is a point. X1, y4. X0, x7, y0. X7, y0. This is the point. Put your scale there and draw the line. Then here then x0, y3. X0, y3. And 12 comma 0. 12 comma 0. 12 comma 0. X0, y3 and then 12 comma 0. Okay, so once you get this, now the first line is this should be greater than 14. Greater than 14. This should be greater than 14 means what they're talking about. Greater than 14 means they're talking about this region. They're talking about this region. Okay, they're talking about this region. Second line is also greater than sign, I think. Yeah, second line also greater than sign. So greater than sign means what region they're talking about? This region. This region. Are you understanding? So now what you do, you see both the line. Both the line is having greater than sign. You tell me what region is common between the two lines. You see both the line and tell me the region what is common between the two lines. That will be a feasible region, right? Tell me the region. What is common between the two lines? The first line, this goes like this. This goes like this. Okay. So this cannot the common region. Okay. Okay. Then it goes like this. So, but the second line starts from here. Second line starts from here. So this also cannot be a feasible reason. I hope you are getting me. So the feasible reason, what I believe, you will get among the two lines. The feasible reason or common reason is this region. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Do this question. Tell me the answer of x1 and x2 here. What answer you got for this? Anyone, what answer you got for this? You're still doing, is it? Anyone got the answer for this problem? If I write the first one, x1 plus 2x2 less than equal to 40, if I make it let for the time being equal to 40, if x1 is 0, then x2 will be equal to 20. Okay, and if x2 is 0, then x1 will be equal to 40. So you'll get this as a coordinate. Then second equation, 3x1 plus x2 equal to 30. Remove the inequality sign. X1 is 0, x2 is 30. If x2 is 0, x1 is 10. Then third equation, 4x1 plus 3x2 equal to 60. So if x1 is 0, then x2 is equal to 20. And if x2 is 0, then x1 equal to 15. Any doubt, anyone?
No, sir.
So, so once you get this, you can see the maximum value of x1 is 40. The maximum value of x2 is 30 something. All are in first quadrant only. Simply draw the line 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, then here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, like this. So here x1 is 0, x2 is 20, x1 is 0, x2 is 20, x1 is 0, x2 is 20, x1 is 40, x2 is 0. So this is the first line. Okay. So in this first line, see the inequality sign, that is less than or equal to 40. So less than the first equation, no, that is less than or equal to. So your feasible region will be this. Keep this in your mind. Second line 0, 30, 10, 0, 0, 30, 0, 30, 10, 0. So second 0, 30, 10, 0. So feasible region. This is your feasible region. Okay, so the area which is common between the two lines, what I'm finding, the area which is common between the two lines, this is the area which is the common between the two lines, the area which is common between the two lines. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
So let me do it later on. Anyway, we'll keep this in our mind. Then third one is 0, 20. Third one is 0, 20. Third one is 0, 20. 0, 20. And 15, 0. 15, 0. 0, 20 and 15, 0. 0, 20 and 15, 0. And the sign for this is greater than, again, greater than sign. So if this is greater than sign, 1 minute. So this is 15 now. This is 15. This is 20. Let me again draw this because this line diagram matters a lot. Okay, 1 minute. This is what? This is our second line, third line, right? This is our third line, and this is our second line, right? This is a second line. Second line and third line are meeting, right? I hope you are getting me. They're meeting like this somewhere here. Let me just find the coordinate. Second line and third line, right? Red one is second line, right? Yeah. So where they're meeting, let me find that also. So either we do proper graph paper, we'll get, or we'll do like this: 3x1 plus x2 equal to 30, and this one is 4x1 plus 3x2. 4x1 plus 3x2. This is equal to 60. So this is equation 1, equation 2. Multiply the equation 1 with 3. Multiply the equation 1 with 3, you'll get 9x1 plus 3x2 equal to 90. Second one, is 4x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 60. This get cancelled. 5x1 is equal to 30. X1 is equal to 6. So the x1 value is 6. Then 3x1 plus x2 is equal to 30. So 3 into 6 plus x2 is equal to 30. So x2 will be equal to 12. 6 comma 12. These two lines will meet. 6 comma 12. These two lines will meet at 6 comma 12. Comma 12. These two lines will meet at 6 comma 12. This line I need to rub this here. This line. Hmm. So the intersection is happening between third line and second line. At what point? 6 comma 12, when x is 6, somewhere here this would be x6, and this is 10, 12, 12 somewhere here, I guess so. 6 comma 12, and then will this line meet the third line? Will it meet the first line? Yeah, that it would meet at 20 only. There should not be any confusion. Yeah, this is 15. Yeah, this is 15. 20 comma 15, right? Yeah. So 20 comma 15. 20 comma 15. This point is 6 comma 12. Okay. So now this third line is also, I think, greater than or equal to only. Third line is also greater than or equal to only. So the now for the first line, this was the region. Second line also above this. Third line is also above this. So what is the region you are finding common? What is the area you are finding common? What is the area you are finding common? Can you understand this? See the area which you are finding common. This would be the region. Like if I, which color pen can I use for this? Like blue also I can't use. Okay, let me use green color. If I use green color, then this region, can you understand? This region is the common. A, B, C, D. This is the area common between. B is what? B is 6 comma 12, right? B is your 6 comma 12. B is 6 comma 12. A, what is A? When first and second line meet, that is A, right? A is a point when first and second line meet. So the first and second line meet is A. So if you multiply 3x1 plus x2 equal to 30. You multiply by 2, you will get 6x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 60, and then x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 40. You solve this, you'll get 5x1 equal to 20. So x1 you will get 4. If you get x1 4, then x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 40. If x1 is 4, you will get x2 equal to 9 if I'm not wrong. 36. So how much? 36. 36 divided by 12. 30, 36 divided by 2. 18. No, not. This would be 4 comma 18. This will be 4 comma 18. Clear? So you'll get 4 corner point. We'll call them as a corner point. We'll get 4 corner point. A is 4 comma 18. B will be 6 comma 12. C will be what? 15 comma 0. And D will be 40 comma 0. And what is your objective function? The objective function is that you want to minimize the value of Z. Your equation is 20x1 plus 10x2. So 20 into 4 plus 10 into 18, you'll get 260. This is 20 into 6 plus 10 into 12, you'll get 240. This is 20 into 15 plus 10 into 0, you'll get 300. 40 into 20 plus 10 into 0, you'll get 800. So you have to find the lowest value, minima value of Z. Where you are getting minima value of Z? Can you see this? So the value of x1 is 2, 6. The value of x2 is 12. And the minima value of Z is 240. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So I hope you are getting this. These are not difficult things. Only thing, little bit of how to formulate the equation and all, if you know, doing would be much more easier for us. Questions are very easy. That's why I just did one numerical like this. If you see this example 3a, employer recruit experienced people are X, fresh people are Y, under the condition that he cannot employ more than 9 people. Means X plus Y cannot be greater than equal to 9. So it can X plus Y cannot be 9 means what? This cannot be 9 means X plus Y can be 9. X plus Y cannot be 9 means X plus Y can be greater than 9, or X plus Y can be less than 9, but it should not be 9. You're getting me? So this anyway cannot be answered. They are telling that he cannot employ more than 9%. Means fresher and experience, whatever he's employing, more than 9 is not possible. This is, if I say X plus Y more than equal to 9, this is also not true. It means that, what this means? This means X plus Y is either 9 or it is more than 9. Okay, so he cannot employ more than 9. He cannot employ more than 9 means the X and Y, whatever the sum of X plus Y, that should be less than or equal to 9, where your X and Y both should be greater than or equal to 0. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Second one, tell me the answer.
Sir, answer is C.
Second one answer is option C. Any doubt, anyone? On the average, experienced person does 5 units of work, while the fresh one does 3 units of work daily. But the employer has to maintain an output of at least 30 units. At least output of at least 30 units means that should be greater than or equal to sign. Can you understand? Per day. Simple thing. Third one. Third one, guys, understand y is greater than or equal to x by 5 or 5y is greater than or equal to x. Both mean same thing.
Sir, can you explain third one?
Third one. So third one, third one is like this. The rules and regulation demand that the employee should so the employer, not employee, employer should employ not more than 5 experienced hand to 1 fresh hand. Okay, so it is saying that the number of experienced person what the company is hiring, and they're telling you the relation with respect to the fresh one. So here, while although they have not given what is x, what is y, so what I am understanding from this that they mean y means experienced people, okay, and x the x means fresher people. So here, sorry, experienced person means x and fresher people means y. So here, what we can understand from this that experienced person is equal to x and the fresher person is equal to y, although they have not given. Okay. So what they're telling, employer should employ not more than 5 experienced hand to 1 fresh one. That if you are hiring experience and the fresh one, the ratio what they're telling you for the experience and the fresh one is 5:1. Can you understand this? First, you have to understand this.
Yes, sir.
The ratio between experience and fresher they're telling it should not employ, forget that, it should not employ, should employ. So for the time being, just think this is not there. Employ 5 experience hand to 1 fresh hand means for every 1 fresher there should be 5 experienced person. You are getting me? So here, what can I write here? Here, if I have to see the scenario here now, if coming back to the reality, now what is experience? Experience is x, pressure is y. Now this is 5. Now coming back to the reality, if I go back to the reality, what is they saying that they should not employ not more than, means this ratio should be less than or equal to 5. In any case, it should not be more than 5. Means for one fresher, if you have zero experience, also fine. For one fresher, if you have 1 experience, also fine. For one fresher, if you have 2 experience, also fine. For one fresher, if you have 3 experience, also fine. For one fresher, if you have 4 experience, is also fine. Okay, not more than 5. So for one fresher, you should not have more than 5 experienced people. You have to make sure this. You're getting me right?
Yes, sir.
This is not coming proper. 1 minute. Graph is not coming proper here. See this fourth one. Tell me the answer, fourth one. What they're telling in the fourth one, that the union, however, forbid him. Forbid means what?
Restrict.
Okay. So however, the union, however, restrict him to employ less than 2 experienced person to each fresher. So I think we are still following the same thing, that experience is X and fresher is Y. So what this mean? What do you mean by this statement?
Sir, experienced person should be more than 2.
Experienced person should be more than 2. Okay, so for every fresher, so experience by fresher, that should be more than or equal to 2. So experience is X, fresher is Y, that should be more than equal to 2. So if I have to write in the term of X and Y, so X by 2, here they're writing X by 2, that should be greater than or equal to Y. So X plus 2 is greater than or equal to Y, means answer is option B. Clear, everyone? Any doubt? This fifth one and all graph is not coming, so we'll see here. Just tell me the fifth one.
Sir, option A.
Very easy. Option A. You don't have to put your brain. Sixth one.
C, sir.
Very good. Let others also do. You are doing very fast. Fifth, anyone doubt? For these kind of question, no, like if graph is there in front of you, what you do, no, you simply assume any point. You simply assume any point. See where that point lies. It should be greater than or equal to 30. I hope by this time you know this. Greater than or equal to means outside the region. Less than or equal to means inside the region. 6-1, the answer would be option C. Anyone, any doubt? See the 7th one. One done. Yeah. Seventh one answer.
Sir, option D.
What about others? Seventh one, anyone doubt? How you got option B? Can you explain?
Sir, common is option A and D, sir, but option A does not intersect X and Y axis. So option D is answer.
Graph A simply means uh, for x equal to 0, there's some value of y. for the graph A, the for the graph A, the x value is 0. So here x value is not 0. So graph A anyway can't be the answer. Now see the eighth one. They have given you the graph. Now you have to tell the equation. Which equation is creating that graph? Eighth one answer. Eighth one, guys, answer. Should I do the eighth one? Eighth one, answer. Eighth one, how will you do? Can you see this? Eighth one, eighth one, anyone, what is the answer? How will you do the eighth one, anyone? See the first line, 5x plus 3y is equal to 30, line 1. So if you put x0, y equal to 10, if you put y0, x equal to 6. So the first line, if you put y equal to 0, x equal to 6, this line should go by 6, not by 7. They made the line 1 to go by 7. It's actually 6. Ignore that error. Line 2, x plus y equal to 9. So x plus y, this is line 2. Both are equal. Okay, line 3 is this one. Find y equal to x by 3. Line 4 is y equal to x by 2. Okay. This is what they're given. They're asking you the common region shaded part shown in the diagram refer to what? First, if you see the first option, that 5x plus 3y less than 30. So this cannot be the first, cannot be your answer. A cannot be the answer, because if you see the region of line 1, if you see the region of line 1 in this eighth one, right? Eighth one, if you see the eighth one, so eighth one, the region is this only. The region is this. 5x plus 3y equal to, this is no 5x plus 3y equal to 30. If I say greater than 30, then this will be your region. Okay, and if I'm saying less than 30, 5x plus 3y less than 30, then this will be the region. You're getting me right? So here, if you see, the feasible region is above this. So you will go with that option where 5x plus 3y should be greater than or equal to 30. So option B or C or D cannot be, because greater than equal to we prefer. So probably for the time being, you can think B, C, D. Then for the next line, x plus y, 9, that should be less than. Are you getting me? If you say this is the line, this is 5x plus 3y. Okay, so this was 10, right? 10 comma 0. This was 6 comma 0. The next one is 9 comma 9. 9 comma 9. 9 comma 9 comma 0. So this is the next line. Whatever. This is your next line. Now, if you see for the next line, line 2, the feasible region is inside this. Are you getting me? So that will be your answer where x plus y should be less than or equal to 9. You're getting me? So the answer can be option B, C cannot be your answer, or it can be D. Only thing, if it D, then we cannot include that line also. We have to exclude that line. That would little bit difficult to do. Are you getting me? If I'm saying x plus y is less than or equal to 9, so I can draw a line 9 comma 0 or 0 comma 9. This would be my region. This would be my region. Okay, so if I'm saying x plus y less than 9, so this is your line. So here, when I'm drawing the region, I cannot include this line. Are you getting me? I have to talk about the area excluding this line. So that is little bit difficult to do. So that's why we always take greater, like whatever inequality sign we are using, less than equal to, we always use equal to also. Then line 3 or line 3 or line 3 is y equal to x by 3. You can see that is above line 3, means greater than should come. And for the line 4, that should be below, less than sign should come. The only thing which is working in all the condition is option B. Clear, everyone? See this question, tell me the answer. Question number 2, if you see a dietitian wishes to mix together two kinds of food so that the vitamin content of the mixture is at least 9 unit of vitamin A, 7 unit of vitamin B, and 10 unit of vitamin C. At least means greater than or equal to sign should come. A cannot be your answer. B cannot be your answer because everything is at least. Okay, C cannot be your answer. Only possibility is option D. You want at least 9 unit of vitamin A, 7 unit of vitamin B, 10 unit of vitamin C, and 12 unit of vitamin D. Push graph 3, see graph 3. You can see it should be above all. So if you notice this graph 3, the feasible region is like, first of all, you have to understand the sign will be greater than, okay, and it should be greater than all should be greater than, then only you'll get this as a feasible diagram. So see, the option A cannot be your answer, B cannot be your answer, C is your answer. Fourth one, if you see 3x plus y great less than 3x plus y is greater than or equal to 6. Line 1 greater than line 1 and less than line 4 means for line 2 and 3 that should be greater than sign, and for line 4 less than sign. For line 4 less than sign, 1 2 3 greater than sign, line 4 less than sign. I think A is the answer. Very simple. Can you understand this? You can see line 1 2 3 greater than sign and line 4 is less than sign, then only you'll get this kind of diagram. The option B means diagram B means when all is greater than or equal to. Option C means when all is less than or equal to. See the fifth diagram. Fifth diagram, for the first it is less than, second it is greater than. First it is less than, second it is greater than. Very simple. By looking at only you know that 4, 4 that should be greater than. Region, can you see the region? First one is less than. Answer is option A. Any doubt, anyone? Sixth one, x1 greater than or equal to 0 and x2 is also greater than equal to 0. Which diagram shows that? You can see this. Diagram 1 means both x1 x2 less than or equal to 0. Diagram 2 means x1 greater than 0, x2 is equal. Diagram 4 means x2 greater than 0, x1 less than 0. Diagram B means x1 greater than 0, x2 greater than 0. So answer for this would be option B. See the second one. 1, 1. What is this region? +1 or -1? Both should be positive, right? So minus sign cannot come. So x1 minus x2 greater than or equal to 1, not possible. And so x1 plus x2, here if you see the, if x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 1, then it would be inside. This is outside the region, means this is greater than or equal to 1. Option C. Anyone, any doubt? You can do these questions right by yourself. Draw the graph for this. The same like questions are there. Anyone, any doubt? See this 10th one. X1, X and Y are greater than 0. X plus Y should be less than or equal to 5. Line 1 less than or equal to 5. Line 1 less than or equal to 5, correct? Line 1 is less than or equal to 5. Line 2 is less than or equal to 8. Line 3 is greater than. From line 1 and line 2 inside line 1 and line 2. Inside line 1 and line 2 and outside the line 3. Inside line 1 and line 2 and outside the line 3. Only thing what I can see is option A. Any doubt, anyone? Clear, everyone? You can do this question by yourself. Anyone have any doubt, please ask me. Question number 9, x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 12. Line 1 inside, line 1 inside, line 1 it should be inside, line 2 inside, line 3 inside, all inside. All inside. Only thing I can see is option B. You see this question number 8, 3x1 plus 3x2 that should be less than or equal to 36. 5x1 plus 2x2 less than or equal to 50. 2x1 plus 6x2 less than or equal to 60. Option C, 8th one. Anyone, any doubt, ask me. Clear, everyone? Catherine, everyone clear? You understanding the graph? Anyone have any doubt, please ask me. So this much from today class. I hope you understood this. We just ended the concept of linear inequality. If you have any doubt, do let me know. I'll clear your doubt in next class. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you all for next class. Bye, everyone.